Hey guys, it's Zach. I'm coming at you today in my kitchen with a cocktail based off of the movie Booksmart. If you've not watched Booksmart yet, please do. It's wonderful. It's on Hulu, and you can also rent it off Amazon Prime as well. You're going to start this cocktail off with, it's going to be my take on an old-fashioned. You're going to get an old-fashioned rocks glass. And to it, you're going to add, I'd say about a couple little pieces of blood orange, 3 maraschino cherries, and then you're gonna kind of just rim the glass a little bit with the peel of the blood orange. You're gonna put some Angostura bitters in there. I'd say about, let's see what feels right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'd say about 10 dashes. Then you're going to take vanilla sugar. Now you can just make it by mixing a vanilla bean in with sugar and letting it sit over time. It's wonderful. I've had this, I think, since Obama was in office, I'm sure. We're going to take about a little under a tablespoon, put it in there. No, yeah, definitely not a tablespoon. I'd say like half a tablespoon. Almost could have been bad. But thank God we got blood orange juice a little bit to dissolve it as well. Okay. We're gonna mash all that down. Just mash the ever-loving holy shit out of it. Roll it around a little bit, splashing it all over the place. I'm gonna have a mess to clean up. It's like jelly, kinda. Or organs. Yeah. Then we are going to take a rock, 1 big size rock or 2 small ice cubes. Put that in there. Then we are going to serve with, I'd say, about a double pour of bourbon or whiskey. You're going to stir it around a little bit with a spoon there. There we go. Splashing it around everywhere. Okay. Then you are going to take this and put it in there. That was a strange idea, but very good. I'll see you in the bedroom in a minute. What up, cool cats and kittens? It's Zach, and coming at you today with a double feature. Booksmart was supposed to be on like Wednesday, but honestly, when I filmed that video, I was like baked lasagna. That entire day, I tried intermittent fasting. Like, I had an entire French press full of coffee, a whole bunch of water. Like, I was so energized. And then I broke my fast with an edible, which is not a smart idea. And then I forgot that I broke my fast with the edible. And then when cameras rolled, I was just like, honey, it was like deleted scenes from Dazed and Confused, honey. It was like, it was bad. It was bad. I mean, I felt great, though, you know. Like, I mean, it's not, you know, like, I died. You know, I didn't die, you know. Like, I can still form sentences. You know, my blood sugar dropped and I was high as fuck. Which is not good. But, yeah, no, it's not like I was like Ellen Burstyn in Requiem for a Dream and thought my fridge was chasing me. Like, you know, I'm fine now. So, yeah, there's the explanation as to why all this is fucking up. That and my phone hates me. Like, it's on its last leg. It's a 7. Like, I'm literally gonna upgrade probably when I'm done filming this and editing it together as shittily as I possibly can. Sorry. About the drink that I made. Yes, it was good, but yes, I would put it in a bigger glass and cut it with soda water. I felt like when I was like making the drink, I felt like I was making like a California old fashioned, like the way that teenagers who may like not like don't really know a lot about booze would, you know. Like my backstory for it was that in the 7th grade, like they did a project about prohibition, Molly and Amy both, and you know, Amy was like from like, you know, like the like it was like a deleted scene from the movie in my head. Like Amy was at the party and like they were like freaking out. Like Amy was like, I don't know how to make this drink, I don't know how to do this, I don't know how to do that, I want to impress Ryan. And Molly's like, take a breath, madam, move, I got this. And then Molly would have made the, you know, because that one time we did that 7th grade project together, you know, about prohibition in Mrs. Olson's class. I'm an actor, I make shit up all the time. Like, I can make up backstories for people in the street. It's kind of fun. It's actually mental illness, really, but whatever. You know, mentally ill people make the best art, let's face it. I mean, hello. Anyways, so much with them. Without further ado, here's the book, the drinking game for Booksmart. So grab a beer, grab whatever you want, and let's get this show on the road. Molly and Amy's dance off in front of that god awful pink apartment complex. That does Molly have parents? Like what? I see what I interpreted my backstory. If I like, you know, if I had to like have one, is that I think like Molly's mom probably works a lot. Like she's a single mom, you know, and like that's why you never see her. Every time Gigi comes on screen, big ups to Miss Billy Lord. Yes, girl, you. I can't wait to see where your career girl like goes, girl. Like, honey, every gay man when they're drunk is a little bit Gigi. Okay, like I'm always Gigi a little bit, you know. Like, I also feel like every high school had that Gigi. You know, like every high school had that one like kid that did so much drugs and like you could have sworn was a fuck up, but was like Rain Man smart and is now like in charge of vaccines, which is maybe why we don't have one for coronavirus yet. Vaccinate your children if you want to. I'm pro-vax, by the way. Way pro-vax. Every time people talk about AAA being promiscuous, shit's so real. You know, every school has that one girl that probably never even lost her virginity, but always got called a slut because, you know, she was the unfortunate sacrificial lamb. You know, this is the way high school is. And it's even worse when women keep perpetuating it because, you know, guys, it's understandable. Men are just gross. But with women, that's where it hurts, you know? Just, you know, try to be as nice as possible. You know, there's some people that don't fucking deserve it. And in which case, you know, just... Okay. Ugh. Sorry, beer burps. Every time George and Molly just get into it and shade each other, back and forth. Every time George and Alan appear on screen, iconic gay heroes that this generation needs. Like, I had Nathan Lane in The Birdcage. They have Alan and George. Like, thank you for including LGBT people in a teen movie, Olivia Wilde. Thank you. Like, I needed this movie when I was in high school. Also, why are my eyes moving all weird? Probably some stoned as fuck, but like, I needed this. You know, like, this movie is like an instant classic. It is classic now. It feels like it's like right up there with like all the other teen movies with me. It's like a warm hug. You know, every time I watch it, it's like wearing a warm sweater. You know. Back to the drinking game. Every time Molly bitches about Nick being the vice president, girl, it ain't Congress, it's high school, okay? You ain't curing cancer. Okay. Every time George and Alan come on screen, we've already talked about the iconic duo that is them. Every time Jared tries a little too hard to get people to like him, we all had a Jared in our school. George pronounces Barcelona. Barcelona. What a genius actor choice, because I'm pretty sure it wasn't phonetically scripted like that. Big ups. Big ups. Every time Amy talks about Botswana, or tampons, or making tampons in Botswana, very noble cause, you know, because it's a real thing, you know. It's unfortunate, it shouldn't be a real thing, you know. You think... Sorry, just... Hi. Every time Molly mentions she's going to Yale, every time Jared's Guy Fieri car comes on screen, oh, that car. Oh. Every time Amy gets uncomfortable around Ryan, same, honey. When I was in high school, I had a crush on a guy. He did not like me because I was, you know, bigger, and eventually he told me finally. But you know, man, I was so uncomfortable around him. It was awkward. If you think I'm awkward now, honey, you should have seen me in high school. It was like, it was weird. Okay, every time Malala is said, called, mentioned, whatever, you know, Malala. Whenever Gigi swan dives in the future and survives. Finish at the Barbie scene, because that scene is just iconic. I mean, I don't ever get that high, but I get pretty fucking close to it. Like, you know, may or may not have shrooms on me, and you know, might do them again and see if that happens like that. You know, like turn like a Ken doll. You know, be a plus size Ken doll, but whatever. You know, it doesn't matter. Every time water balloons are thrown, every time Amy and Molly compliment each other, that's a true friendship. Build each other up, gas each other up. Girls, we need to do that. Men too, but girls especially. Gay men, really, you know. We need to be more friendly. We're kind of bitches, you know. It's just our curse. The panda comes on screen or is mentioned. Thank you for talking about female masturbation in a real way. I mean, I don't know anything about the, you know, female. I don't know anything about vaginas, in all honesty. Let's be honest, I'm gay. But, you know, thank you for just being honest about it. I feel like every teen movie is from a male perspective, and jerking off is fine. We can talk about that all we want to, but God forbid you talk about, you know, a labia. So, yeah, thanks for being real about that. Thanks for just, you know, going there. Every time Doug and Charmaine come on screen, adorable. Hilarious. When Jared says traffic was nerds, I literally had to pause because I almost pissed myself. And I was watching it with my parents, and like, what's so funny? I was like, I don't know. I mean, like, you know, we watched this recently during quarantine. When the porn comes on the loudspeaker in the Uber. There. Whenever, ooh, bitch. When Alan appears in his full-on, giving us, like, Evita Sunset Boulevard drag. Just like, don't grovel me, silent film era. It was beautiful. I love it. Like, I think with, like, if they ever make a sequel, I think George needs to be a drag, no, Alan, no, yeah, it's Alan, needs to be a drag queen, and, like, she needs to be doing Tina Turner, like, she needs to, like, Grace Jones, like, they need to make, like, the sequels. It'd be a wonderful idea for a sequel, you know? Every time the pizza delivery guy says or does some weird shit, so the whole entire scene he's in, because it's just kind of suspect. When Miss Fine explains her dark years in her 20s, and let me tell you something, kids. She right. Get that shit out of the way quick, okay? You just do your shit, because if you don't, your 20s will be dark, and, you know, there's truth to that. The pool scene. No, not the pool scene, not yet, because I have an ode to that fucking scene, so we're gonna have to, I'm going out of sequence here, I'm sorry. When Molly has her dance break when they first enter the party, that's precious, and us musical theater kids, we always do that. You know, like, I've always got a Fosse number choreographed in my head for any moment, ready to go. The karaoke scene. Iconic. When he go down on you and... Shotgun. Just kidding. I don't have one. Classic line. Only white people with their privilege could get away with that. When Amy and Molly fight. No, fuck, the pool scene. Okay, we're finally at the pool scene. Jesus. I'm supposed to go in sequence, but I'm too high for the shit. But, the pool scene, beautiful. I think it's one of the best scenes in recent film history, because it's honest, it's sensual, it's exciting, it's daring, it's mysterious, and ultimately in the end it's heartbreaking, you know, and I feel like if the reason it works so well is the music, the cinematography, the underwater effect, you know, all the technical shit, but I think it's because, honestly, I think it's because a woman directed it. Because I think only a woman can know about a young woman's sexuality, and that's kind of what the scene is exploring a little bit. And if it were a man, it would be nothing but, if a man filmed it, close up of boobs and butt. That's just how men are. They're gross. They're disgusting. Yeah. Sorry. Amy gets Molly out of jail. Because that creepy goddamn pizza delivery guy. The crash of the fence at graduation, you know, what an entrance. I just wanted to get my, like, I was Honestly, I like wanted to get my fucking graduation over with so hardcore. I'm pretty sure I was on like a Valium at the time or something, you know, or some sort of psychiatric medication. You know, fun times. Uh, when Amy, oh, I forgot the sex scene between Amy and Hope. That's so realistic. I mean, I can't. I mean, I don't imagine how it is for, you know, lesbians, but for homosexual males, it's pretty messy too. That's all I'm saying. I'm not going any further with this. You're just gonna have to Google it yourself. It's a hot dog. See, I fucking referenced it. It's a hot dog, and it is, you know. But you know, definitely young gay men. You know, if you've never had sex, Google about anal health. Why am I talking about this? Okay, I'm tangenting on right now. When Amy gets Hope's phone number, so tender, so sweet, so hopeful. Get it, hopeful. Beautiful scene. You just feel that elation, you know. This movie does a great job of just taking you back to those teenage years and just, you know, it transcends generations. You know, I watched it with my parents and they were like, wow, you know, I felt like that too, or wow, I'm so glad they did that, you know, started talking about this, you know, my mom especially. So yeah, like this is a younger generation's movie, but it's for everybody because we've all been there. Unchained Melody. That end scene. What a perfect end to that movie because it's so touching. So just heartbreaking. And then it bitch slaps you out of nowhere with some comedy. Perfect balance to my life. That is my life. It's just, oh god, I'm sad for a minute, and then, you know, you find something funny and it just mollywops your sadness away and you start laughing. So yeah, hopefully I can finally manage to splice all this together and get it to you. But yeah, thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. I'll see you tomorrow. We're doing Dazed and Confused. That's gonna be easy for me to do because I'm gonna be a little bit dazed and a little bit confused. I love you guys. Make good choices. And, like, I can't really quote anything right now because I think I've just said everything I could about this movie. Like, just love it. Yeah, be kind to one another. Make good choices, you guys. Quarantine won't be going on that much longer, and I won't be making these every day, maybe like every other day or something. But, love ya.